Put it down there so it was. We say top of the afternoon to you. Good day, good day to you. You're tuning into the voice of Dr. Jermaine Gordon, our live podcast weekdays. Segment is titled, Do You Think Relationship Should Be 50-50?
So just do it from there. I was sharing it on here. Where the hell you dropped the phone? And I can't share it on it because you're going live on the same account. You good over here? Bobby. Mm. Home. Fix myself. Mm. So our topic is, should a relationship be 50-50? What are your thoughts? Wow.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here once more. We come to another week of our live podcast. Join us weekdays. This is our second week,
Yeah. It has come to an end.
and well, just for this week, not coming to an end, but for this week.
Yeah, we wrapping back up on Monday for week
We'll be
three.
back at it Monday.
Week three, y'all.
So we are on our second week podcast. We have our daily podcast. I just want to be free to just speak your mind. And today's topic entitles, Do You Think a Relationship Should Be 50-50? Call in 1-800-944-2166 to voice your opinion. You want to start off? What you think relationship should be
I
50-50?
feel like
Or you think
I
one
feel
should put
like there's many different relationships. You gotta put that out there first. And there's
Well,
many different people, and there's many different, like, a lot of people is needy, and a lot of people will not care for the 50-50 part. They just be like, you know what, it's whatever, like, just spoil me rich, just treat me right, whatever, whatever. Don't really care. And there's a lot of people that's, like, independent, want that, like, okay, I'm gonna do my thing, you do your thing, but we come
no sound
together.
on the radio.
Oh, come on now, it's not that hard. Anyway,
Continue.
um, what's the call it? Yeah, what about you?
Nobody hear what you just said.
Oh, where was I? It all depends on the people, because there's different types of people in relationships. There's like needy ones. There's ones that want to be independent. There's ones that want to be like, doing everything, however you want to put it. So I feel like 50-50 works out better for my case because I like to
This
be
is not about you,
okay.
so
I
don't
put my
put
own
you
self
in
in
it.
it.
Say it's not. Be, don't get it personal about your case. We're speaking in general. Take you out of the equation
Why though?
because it's not a selfish topic. It's a topic for everybody.
I know, but we also need to have our point in it.
We're having our point, but we're not making it personal. So it's not, you just said
Which
50
one?
50 work best for you.
But I also made it clear it doesn't do that for everybody. So I'm not saying, I'm saying you asked the question of should a relationship be 50-50? Yes, because that's what I'm doing. And I'm putting my reasoning behind that for yes. I'm not saying everybody in their relationship is doing that and everybody must follow by that, but I'm saying for me, that's what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Um, I don't want to put in my say as yet. I would like to get some other opinion. Island Girl, shout out. We want to say shout out to all the listeners on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and those who are listening in the voice over the radio waves. Whether you're listening through the Play Store or through Alexa, we appreciate you. The topic of today is, do you think a relationship should be 50-50? And we're asking you to call in and share your opinion. The number to call is 1-800-944-2166 and dial extension 2. Hypotheticals, hypothetically speaking, I I would say, okay, playing devil's advocate. One would say the man should, in as you said, there are many different types of relationship. So let's go into heterosexual relationship. Now, one would believe that the man should put in more in a relationship. For example, I've heard Mr. Steve Harvey mention that a relationship is 80-20.
Hold on, we're at 50-50? Hold on, I think 70-30 sounds about right. Who's doing the 70 part?
If
I know that's
if I remember, I don't want to, I don't want to quote him wrong, but I'm always a fan of Steve Harvey, watching his shows when he's on television. But if I remember well, I hear him said, he asked this question and he was like, people were saying, oh, 50-50, and he was like, oh no, it's never 50-50 when it comes to the woman.
Oops. That's what
That's why I would like to hear from other people's point of view. We're asking you to call in 1-800-944-2166. Because if
But
memory call, go
if
ahead.
men do all that and do all the work and all that, but without the woman cleaning and taking care of the kid and the woman like doing all that, Can't say that's to make up for the 80% because if I know how it is to work by myself and be solo working with no man or no or just parents. Sometimes you gotta cook for yourself and all that. You know, sometimes you coming home late and all that. You gotta find food for yourself. So if you're solo, single, working 80% of the time, you have to find time to clean, cook, and do all that. So just because someone is there doing it for you, I wouldn't say like, that takes away 30% from them. Because they're by themselves doing that. You know what I'm saying? They're helping you out. You can't say the person helping you out to cook, clean, and take care of the baby and do all that you're not doing while you're at work. It's taking away 30%. Because if you had to come home from work and take care of the little pitney and clean the house and wash all the clothes and cook and do homework and you're the only one working, single father, I wouldn't.
But things and times have changed because right now in the workforce there's more females working and holding down boss job than men. So it's no longer where you can say the females are sitting at home. Are there females sitting at home? Are there females sitting at home? Yes, there are still females sitting at home, but
But doing what? If they're doing
taking care of
nothing.
the home, taking care of kids. Uh,
But not all of them do that. They sometimes just sit on their phone all day and
well,
talk. So those
most
are 80-20 right there.
yes, because a percentage, large percentage of female are just sitting at home, not really taking care of the kids, but the man is out working and they're just sitting home, um, while the kids are in school.
Yeah, they don't help with homework. So I'll say the moms that are like being that wife, making sure the man is great and all that, then taking care of the house and then making sure the kids are okay, involved in the kids' life and all that. Like that mom really being the family like magnet per se. That's 50-50 right there. And if people don't want to look at that as 50-50, I'll say that's 50-50 because if a mom really isn't there, or let's say if it's a dad and a dad or a mom and a mom, however it works out, if there isn't that parent there that's kind of connecting everybody and getting everybody involved and everybody's like flowing well, then are you really doing your part? You get what I'm saying?
You have a large percentage of people who believe the man should be the breadwinner of the family and female should sit home and take care of the house. So the question today is, do you think a relationship should be 50-50,
Yes.
or can it be a 50-50 relationship? Number to participate, share your opinion, 1-800-944-2166. Sonia Daly, we see you.
Because everything's not about money. There's other things in a relationship.
Everything is not about money. Other things is in a relationship,
Because
such
look at it this.
as
Y'all both working, and it's 50-50, but y'all not involved with each other in the family. Y'all just work, 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 bring home the money, do vacations, but y'all like really apart. So you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are doing 50-50s, but they're not coming together with the emotional part. They're not coming together with like the going out hobbies on this. You could just be doing 50-50s on the paper. You may not be doing it really for your soul and for your body and like spiritually. Because you could burn yourself out.
um, you make some good points.
Because when the mom, because you really don't see a mom or you don't see, okay, you don't see two parents working at the same time unless they have like a babysitter or like a caregiver for that child. So now, y'all both working like two businesses. One is doing one business, one's doing another business. Y'all some top CEOs, right? Don't really have time for family. Now, that kid goes through life, homeschool or whatever, or sent away to boarding school because y'all got money. The child's losing out on y'all. You try to make time with the child, but in all reality, that's 50-50 y'all doing. You're losing an aspect of something. So when it comes to really doing a 50-50, one person has to do something and the other person does something else. I'm not saying that the mom can't have a work at home job, or the dad can't have a work at home job while still taking care of the kids. You get what I'm saying? Because some work at home jobs aren't really like needing. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you just have a deadline, let's finish it. Some jobs are understanding. So everybody's situation is a bit different when it comes to 50-50. But it's all about not being drained, where it's like you're losing a part of yourself within the 50-50 that would have been doing if it was like
But
and you didn't want an 80-20.
don't you think one party would be more drained if it's 70-30 or a 60-40, because one party would have to carry more weight.
Well, if one of the parties thinks that they can handle it better than the other, why not lose 10% or 20%? Fall back and slack. Remember, humans generally are lazy. Some of us just don't like pushing past. We just like being lazy. 60-40 sounds familiar.
64.
I'm about to kick back like this girl, Jimmy. I'm big on fours.
60-40 sound familiar. How 60-40 sound familiar?
I think on General Hospitals when I was watching ELQ shares, I think. I forgot where.
Okay. Um. So yes. Check. 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 Testing. 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 In in a relationship, you will find you talk about the weight. If it's 50-50 across the board, and you mentioned as long as one don't feel like, oh, it's a burden to do 50-50, don't you think it's more of a burden when one party have more shares than the other? And we're not speaking of business, we're speaking of relationships.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so lost. Anyway, like I was saying, I feel like if you agreed for okay, for example, people who
Happy
get,
Most Wanted, we want to say shout out. We always on the radio
for
station.
example, people who get into like arranged marriages and stuff, you can agree those are not 50-50. Those are 70-20 or 80 something, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, however you want to put it. Some of these marriages, relationships, one party, the man, and one party, the man has to be more like on top of things than the woman, and the woman can still do something, but it got to be of a lesser form. So I'll say with how certain relationships are set up, that's what you have to go with. Is just what you're taught. I feel like when it comes to like American culture, it's taught 50-50. Go at it like that. I'll say in like European culture, like and now today's day, like British culture, I'll say the same thing. But if you look at it in the 50s and the 40s, what? I feel like if you look at relationships in the 40s, it's not the same because in those times, were those relationships were considered where the man had to do more than the female. So those relationships were already looked at 70-30, 80-20, however you want to put it. I'll say nowadays most people want to be in a relationship that's like cool. And then I'll say it's 50-50 in society. There's a lot of people that want a sugar daddy, a sugar mama, just want to kick back, don't want to do nothing. Just about that. And there's a lot of people that, want to be compete with people. You work, I work. Let's all bring it together. Let's go invest. Let's go on party vacation whenever we need to. Anyway, I'll say why wouldn't it better it being 50-50? I feel like why it be feel like why it being 50-50 is better because it's like you make more money. Okay, yeah, you could be doing 70-30. Yeah, you could be doing 90-10. Like if we in art class and sketching. Like look at it and look at your paper 90% and sketch. Well, this ain't art, honey love. This 90-10, yeah, you could be working 90% of your time and be 90% involved in your relationship. But if you, what would it look like if you 90% involved in your relationship and the other party 10% involved? Is that even a relationship? What's 10%? Like,
But
what is you there? Like,
it's funny because it would be sad. It's sad to say, but a lot of relationships are 90-10
you mean 90-10?
or 10-90.
90-10 is the same. Either or.
J Kingdom, I saw you just came in. The topic today, do you think a relationship should be 50-50? And we are here discussing on different types of relationship across all genre, where we have here heard a lot of time that, well, we grew up knowing that biblically the man's supposed to be the breadwinner. However, things and times have changed where there's more female in the workforce industry holding down CEO positions, executive positions.
President.
There are more men's in prison and in the grave. So the fact that things have spin, we're here asking and we want others' opinion. Do you think a relationship should be 50-50? Or is it even possible for a relationship to be 50-50?
So with the yes or no, however you set up for your relationship to be and what you want, right there. So I
Hi,
got,
Miss McGraw.
hey girl, what's up, Rosalind? I'll say how the relationship is set up and what you expect from it. Culture over here that I pay attention to in American society, I know it's 50-50. And
American society is 50-50.
yeah,
Where you get that?
both parties want to be working, both parties want to be involved in the relationship.
I don't know about American relationship
Wait,
50-50.
you
I see.
mean, wait, hold on. You mean LGBT relationships and the superficial qualities that are installed in it? We can talk about
Why
that.
we so? We're speaking about relationship and general. We're not here to. We're not here
Okay.
to. You messed with it. You're not here to say what type of relationship or. But
So
we're
you mean
speaking about relationship and just relationship, generally
okay, so
speaking.
you mean the superficiality qualities that people pose in their relationships or look for in relationships?
Might have to be superficial quality.
Because superficial quality stands for people who are just looking to be in a relationship to be spoiled with money, spoiled with things, so on and so forth. If you're not looking to be in balance and like help your partner in some way, it's like, what are you here for? That looks like we're in art again. We're at 90-10. We're going to look at the still life 10% of the time and we going to draw it 90%, 90-10, honey loves. Why we in a relationship like that for? Nobody wants to do that. That's called sugar baby. That's called sugar daddy. That's called sugar mama. Period. Those not a relationship. What do like? I would
Oh,
like to ask
you say those
somebody,
are not relationship? Some
not
people would say,
healthy relationship, but I would really like to sit down and ask them. So, like, are y'all in love, or is it just the money that's giving you a facade that you're in love? Like, and how
but
far would
some
you
people would say
go?
they're a relationship. They in a relationship to have they have a sugar mommy and their relationship.
But
They
what made you fall in love with the person? Was it their money and then you fell in love? Because for me,
hmm.
that's not an answer. Because you fell in love because of money.
Wait. I think what we should add to this a subtitle question: what is considered a relationship?
Where you're balancing off the person, like I said. Oh shit, that was. Oh, sorry. Anyway, like I was saying,
What were you saying?
um, excuse my French. Oui, mon ami. It go. Yeah,
We're gonna
different
take a short break
relationships. Oh
for
wait,
our commercial break and give our sponsor.
let's just come back to my topic.
At Olanquin Fashion Boutique, we believe that being stylish doesn't have to be hard. That's why we're committed to providing hassle-free shopping to fashionistas around the world. We offer a wide selection of premium men's, women's and children's wear, and accessories like shoes, bags and tights. Best of all, we'll ship all items directly to your door in just a few clicks. And we believe in giving back to the community. That is why we give 10% of our monthly revenue to Feed the Kids Foundation, so you can shop and make a difference. Visit olanquanfashionboutique.com to get started. This were reported missing from Saturday, and they're
Okay. So like I was saying, there's different type of relationships for everything and the superficial qualities that leads people to be in relationship. And what does it mean to be in a relationship or what you think is a relationship or how it should work? I feel like right off from the bottom, if you up in it for some superficial quality and then you fell in love, yeah, you fixed your wrong, but you still gotta fix yourself. So let's move on from that. So I feel like you should be balancing out your partner in some way. So yeah, you're helping them financially, but how are you also helping them emotionally? Because yeah, you can help with money, and you're like, yeah, money can yeah, money can create a facade, but eventually the facade dies. Like you see the same way the tree dies and it comes back up each spring. That's the same thing how money is. Like for me, for example, one year money makes me depressed. The next year, I'm loving it. It's all about how money affects your life. Sometimes you can see the truth with money and you're really like, you know, sad, hurtful. And then sometimes you're just like, you know what? Money is the root of everything. You gotta just go with it. You gotta just love it. You just keep going.
You
Some,
say you
huh?
say money is the root of everything.
Yeah, and it's the root of all evil. Goes both
I
ways.
like the fact that you said money is the root of everything and didn't said it's the root of all evil. Was it a mistake you made when you said the root of
No,
everything?
because it's both the same thing.
Oh no, because people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's what you use money and do. You use money to do evil, then you make it become evil. You use money to do good, it do good. But money is the root of everything. Makes the mirror go round. Without money, you really can't survive. And that's just the
The
fact.
wilderness, honey. Remember how you said 40s enter into the wilderness? Some people enter the wilderness in real life.
We say shout out to Mr. CEO. It's been a while. I know you're busy.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, but topic today is, do you think a relationship should be 50-50? Or can a relationship be 50-50?
For those who are structured for it to be, yes. For those who aren't, I don't think so. They need some milk. only for us.
Yes. So as we were saying, a relation. A lady with 30 rows said no.
No. Why you say no? It can't be 50-50.
Would love to hear your talk on it.
You could
You
come
can
up
choose
up.
to call in, or we can add you. If you get add people not gonna hear, would love to hear what you're saying. I would have to repeat back what you're saying.
Okay. If a
Mr.
man
C, Chris. Oh, it's not.
boss
Boss Lolly
no
said.
bossy lolly. If
Bossy
a
Lolly said, if a man need to be in a to be submissive, it can be
it
50-50.
can't.
Oh, it can't be 50. It have to be 80-20, and him push the 80.
But what type of man are you speaking about?
So let me
Cause that's not
read
all men.
this for everyone that's listening. Bossy Lolly on Instagram says, if a man need if a man need me to be submissive, it can't be 50-50. It have to be 80-20, and he is pushing the 80. Wow. If the man want you to be submissive, but remember it's a relationship. So it's not one person, it's
Mm.
not a one-sided thing. It's a relationship.
You ever heard of the word egotistical? Mm.
So at the
You
right
ever
there,
heard of
you're just swinging.
you ever heard of those men that it gotta be yes and you can't say no? I know a lot of them, and TV portrays a lot of them.
And
You ever watch Power? Mm-hmm. There are a
that's
lot
why
of those
let
men in
me
those shows.
that was free advertisement, which we don't do over here. Um, if that's why I extend earlier to what's considered a relationship, because when we look at saying, you really have people that
I mean,
10-90,
20. Yup. Yup.
and
That's
here
true.
we have one person saying, oh, it's
80-20.
80-20 on his side. So what I'm saying, if it's a relationship, it's both person, because you're saying if he wants you to be submissive,
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't you be there in the relationship being submissive, or being truthful to know you're going, because a relationship is considered two parties going into an agreement with acknowledgement of what's that word I'm looking for? Not okay. Okay.
Let me see.
We should be considerate to each other, more open mind. Uh
Bossy Lolly. A man needs
Lady Eclipse, we see you.
a man needs to be a man, period. There's no way in this time and age a man need me to go half on everything and need me to be submissive.
Mm. Why is there even number to judge? Aren't we adults?
Oops, they
Mm.
all want to be taken
I
care of, the
won't be in a
ladies.
relationship and going 50-50.
Oops. See? The ladies.
Well, this is why I have the topic, because this is what I want to hear from different opinions.
But how are you really
Anyone that goes
wait?
by a number is just not ready yet. No. Others could say, anyone that say what you say don't understand what's saying.
What a relationship is.
Yeah. 50-50 is even, half and half. You're coming together, not one, the burden is not just on one party. So that's 50-50. So it's not a matter of about say if you put a number on it. That's it's anything you do is 50-50. If we coming in half an hour, are you expecting the one party to be doing more than the other party? So that's where the numbers are. So if we take out the number and say you expect one party to do more than the other party, it's same thing. It's the number. With me, I don't go around the bush. I can just go over it.
Mm.
So people are saying, so some people which I know growing up, it's biblical that a man should be the breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
and the man should go out and work while the females sit and take care of the home and the kids. However, that's not rational. That's slave mentality to keep you poor.
As
If you look at the 1%, and when we speak of the 1%, we know what we speak of. If you look at the 1%, both parties are out there doing it, working together, building together. They teach us otherwise that, oh, the man must go out and the woman must sit down. So the woman should sit down at home, stop all our, I rather be single than be in a relationship going 50-50. Why would I really need a man for sex? There is a lot of sex toys out there. A relationship is 100-100. Each give, one is, well, it's the same as I'm saying 50-50. Well, okay, 100. Each give all in the really, okay, and that's what I'm, what we should do. Well, I like how nobody, what's this, Ari or Amy?
Nobody.
Ari, I think it
I
is,
think
so it's
this
Amy.
is Amy. AMI.
A relation, she said a relationship shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100-100. And the 50-50 is what that's where I was speaking of when I put the 50-50. Should it be equal across the board? So we can use and said 100-100, which that's what I'm not ready to give my input. I'm just listening to
I'm about to say. I'm about to say.
I'm just listening to everybody and boosting the conversation along the way. And the CEO wants to be added. So got to turn one of the mic so it can be heard. Right. There you go. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed and highly favored. So those of you who are listening to the voice that you're hearing is the CEO, Chris Thomas.
Check this. As I listen to you, right?
Yes.
I just want to just throw out some thought. You know, when I mention about the number system, right? The
Mhm.
number system, from my belief, is searching. That's what the society still think of a number system. If you notice, each time you see the word, man goes, here's the word that you use very, very well. It's not intentional because we accept it and don't know what it is. The woman sit over a lioness television. In fact, she's doing something, and that contributes her relationship.
No,
That's
it
not
don't.
relationship at all.
It
Why?
don't. It doesn't.
Well, hold on. Are you suggesting that when I go to work, 12 hours, my wife or girlfriend, or she's sitting?
She's not sitting, she's sacrificing her career and what she wants to do in life to focus on the kids. And
And
later
watch.
on in age, as time goes by, you hear them start complaining about these things. Say, "Oh, I sit
Hold on,
down
you're
and I
gone
look."
somewhere. Hold on, you're gone somewhere. Go on, do it. Page it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking. I'm trying to express how we use the word paint out a narrative, different pressure. Because when the woman is at home, right, any man or anybody that understand city, we use it in our language, she's home taking care of the children, she's taking care of home, she's home preparing a place that when you come from your 12 hours of work, to come in and to rest your head comfortable.
So it's a job.
So when
It's a job in
it's
itself.
a job in itself.
Okay.
Hence, if you are at a certain level, you understand that the 100% job is compared and matched by the home. But what happens is that society in our head that the percentage is based on monetary value. You understand me? So you make $1,000 and she make 50. So now it's not 50. Get it? They try to put
No,
that.
but when I say, okay, well, I get what you're saying because I've yet to make my speech. So I get where you're coming from. I'm just leading on conversations. Okay,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
that sound like the CEO.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. Oh, what time is it? Okay, so I guess I can start putting my input. We have 15 minutes to the hour. Um, when I raise this topic and I talk about, it's not much of the numbers. To
Yeah.
say you can input it. It's not much of the numbers to say, but to bring point out of relationship structures and ideas. Now, yes, when a female is at home doing, when a female sit at home and she is not just, as you say, it's not just when, okay, when a female is at home, she's not just sitting at home, she's there
Cooking, cleaning,
taking
educating
care
the
of the
kids,
house, because if
accounts.
she's not there to take care of the house, then you'd have to pay somebody else to take
Yeah.
care of the house. So she's taking care of the house, so that's a job itself. She's looking after, make sure when you come home, if the man going out, you come home, she getting, you're getting your food to eat, clothes, wash, and so forth. So it's that part I can understand where the woman gonna feel like, yes,
What's up, cousin?
that's even more than the 50-50 they're putting in. And
Yes, it can be considered. Yeah.
that's why Steve had said a relationship, Steve Harvey had said a relationship can never be 50-50. It's 80-20 on the, and it goes for the female side because
Can I ask you a
base,
question? If I
yes.
may ask you something. Hold on. If just for argument's sake, if your partner does is unable to bring in an income and your relationship dictates that you stand by him, be there for him, are you a number, a statistics that for you just doing what is supposed to be?
When
That's
I
the
said,
question.
okay,
Mm,
that again, when I said 50, okay, let's
You know,
use it
answer the question.
100 because
Listen,
you
hold
getting
on.
the
You
number.
no,
listen,
but
hold on,
No,
but
hold on.
let me
I'm
say
Listen,
answering the
something.
question.
you keep on a dance around the thing, you
No,
know.
I'm
You keep
answering
on
the
a dance
question.
around the thing.
I'm answering the question because the fact that you asked that question, you're getting it wrong with the numbers I'm talking about. Because I'm not talking about financial numbers.
No, but I'm trying to explain to you that the numbers are in this society is referred to who is bringing in the money. 50-50. What do you think they're breaking up the percentage
Okay,
is?
and
All
as
right,
you
hold on.
hear,
In other words, hold on. The 50-50 represents the rent is $2,000, mortgage is $2,000. So here what happens now? You bring in 1,000 and I bring in 1,000. The 50-50 represents me going out for dinner. Then the dinner now is $12 or we're going to Mickey D's. $3.25. You come with your app, and I come with your app. It's that type of mentality. That is what they're selling. That is what they're promoting. And
I
you
I
and I'm
glad you
trying the
use the
same thing.
word.
And
I
I'm
glad you use the word. That is the mentality. But
exactly. So we
one man have
identify that.
said, until we free our mind, and I've already freed my mind. So when I speak, I'm not speaking of financial numbers. I'm talking about. That's why if you were here earlier, you'd have heard when I said to my co-host, I'm speaking in general, not just any in general,
Yes,
the
I am.
entire thing on relationship,
Yeah.
not just
I am
number, not
responding.
just money.
I'm responding in general because the truth is, in general, people, despite what both may have in mind, remember they're devious in general. So who's coming on? We all know that the term 50-50 in relationship really boils down to finance. What is it I'm bringing to the table? It is it actually structures okay what I came in with and what is it I'm prepared to share and what I'm prepared to and to provide. That's where it come in. And it's I'm trying to say it's a bad concept, it's a bad way to think that we as a people, and if we are truly interested in maintaining a relationship, once we start thinking that way, in my opinion, is you're already because you're going into the relationship thinking about, and instead of me saying we're going into a relationship, you know something? Let me, so, all right, to you and Perry, let me put it like this. As a parent, my child, I have a daughter. Do I give them 50-50 love? Do I love them 50-50 and all of that stuff? Each one get 100%. You see, that is what we call unconditional. There's no percentage to it. And when we're in a
Mm,
relationship, there shouldn't be a percentage.
no, but I think other parents would disagree with you and say you're being an hypocrite because every parent have one child that they favored more
That
if they have more than
if
one.
I want to answer that, and to all the parents that they're on this live here, when we have a one good child, that it is not proper, and it's not the proper thing to let the kid. We keep it within ourselves. Good parenting yourself.
I don't know. A lot of us know which one is the
No,
favorite,
and that's
and they
okay.
see
You see,
it. They
that's the
see
thing with
it.
parent. We think we are so smart and kids are stupid
No, no,
because
hold on,
kids know.
hold on. It is okay that they know, as long as the responsibility is that you never said it. You have a responsibility. If them know, even them know, you as the parent stand the ground. Say, there's certain things I'm not going to be saying to them, to divide them, to create a situation. So even if them don't say you like the youngest last wash day, or the oldest one, or the one in the middle, or whatever, if
Hmm.
that's the case, we don't take on our responsibilities. So what we do is
But
with
but
growing the children is let everybody know we love all of them.
you ever hear the terminology "actions speak louder than words"?
Yes, sir. And
So
there's
if
people that
okay, so you're not saying it, but you're showing it.
yes, the action. That's it.
So
Right.
okay, you're not saying it; it is seen. So we must just say nothing about it.
No, the
Just
scene is a
hypothetically
perception.
speaking.
No, the scene is the perception from the kids who are there. They're the ones who say, my daddy like sister or my other brother more. That is their perception. But
And
your action and
when the question is risen to you by one child,
you're not you have a responsibility to decide now. You want to divide the children and by inserting that information, or are you going to do this? Listen, kid,
plead
Bishop
the fifth.
Paul, I love you all equally. You have a choice.
So
Our actions,
so would
hold
it
on,
no
Perry.
no I'm just
Our
following on
actions,
because we're going by
our
time. I'm
actions.
just following on. So would it okay
Yeah,
for
I
that kid
understand.
to
I
say,
understand.
mommy and daddy are be a hypocrite and a lie. I mean know the truth, mommy and daddy not say it to me.
Exactly. But what happened is that they will end up saying, "Mommy and Daddy did say it," and that is more important. You see, my job as a parent is not try to impress the kids. There's no award. There's no award that comes up, da da da, and you are the best father or not.
You're the
All
best
right, then.
kid.
That does not exist. What happened
But
is that
is there a reward? Not an award. Is
if
there a reward?
if you are a true parent with experience, think I am, you don't look for a reward.
No, I'm talking with for the child in the child eyes. Should they be rewarded when they do good or something like that?
All I believe
Because
everyone
you said no, there's no award for giving with the when it comes to the parent. But should the
yes,
child on the
it
other
is
hand?
believed, it is believed some parents that awarding a child for that the positive for them. That is growth. After a time, you say you need to instill in the child that if you behave and conduct yourself a certain this society in general try to reward that type of behavior. So sometimes we do that, but at the same time, there's a backside to it, which is real world. It doesn't really happen. You understand? It's not every time you're rewarded. So we have to be careful how
True
we
word.
do that. You know what I'm saying? But as them grow and depending on what age you reach, it start to change the narrative a bit. You change the story a bit. You understand me? When they're young, maybe they hear about Santa Claus. But as they get older, you stop telling them about Santa Claus now. You understand me? You stop telling them about the fairy. You let them know that your hard earned money. Did I put money underneath the pillow? You understand?
Right.
You
But it's so
Underneath the
funny
tree.
because that trait continue down the line. Because
Uh-huh.
even as we grow older, we find out, oh, it was we do the same thing to ours coming up.
Are we going to do that? I feel like just remember.
No, because you want. I think it's a thing where every parent want to like. As a child, you look and you say, "Oh, they were lying," but then growing up now, it's like you want your own child, to have that fairy tale little thing about
It's
it.
not it's not. I don't describe it as a fairy tale as what you did. A lot of parents they not really support it, and a lot do. But what happens is that you have to gradually um, maintain culture. I would not say brain, the mind. A child does not have the mind to handle the harsh reality. We kind of come up with stories to explain it because it's maybe the more easier way. I'm telling the truth.
Well,
It
back
also
then,
ends
child,
up
these pandemic baby know it all.
well. Okay, I'm saying that my youngest is 9.
Nine, you
So
say?
19,
Oh, 19. Oh, you're done, man.
right? So what happened is
That's what
that
them say.
what
You're done.
well, yeah, sorry, but but what I'm saying though is that it's for us to have a responsibility. How we grow up with teach them how their heads, how they grow, and sometimes these ones that believe in fairy tales and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
would you believe they're the ones that turned out inventors of stuff,
Mhm.
inventors of things, because we help them to imagine. And in
Yes.
that, in doing so, them I believe that Santa Claus a fly, hear them I wonder how we invent one slave with fly.
And
And then 20 years
that part of a
20
child
years
ears
from
is
now, you and I now buying a slave that fly.
that
That is
part of
where
a
it comes
child
from.
age is very important too, because if you notice, even without you doing it, a child always growing up, that child always have an imaginary friend talking to and playing with.
That's true. What about this
Always.
one? You never thought, what about this one? Never seen a child, never taught a child or told a child about something. But have you ever seen a little boy just pick up a little instrument and going, and like he's flying and he's going around and all of that, and you
Yeah,
never thought,
because they have that mind. It's a natural.
exactly, their mental now is exploring, and so you can either do a choice, you can either bust that burst that child bubble right then and there and say, this come and add some strings, or you can nourish their way.
Me know in everybody we see you, and it comes to the end. It's like they do it right on time. It comes to the end of the hour where we have come to the end of a broadcast, and I really appreciate those who have joined on Instagram. We are climbing up for 2 minutes. We will be back Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on OBC Radio. You can download the app in your Google Play Store, your Samsung Play Store, or streaming on your Alexa device. Or you can go on the World Wide Web, www.obcradio.com, and stream right there. Send in your requests. Call in. The number to call in and voice your opinion is 1-800-944-2166, and you press extension 2. We do appreciate all those who have been listening. Chris, the CEO, we appreciate you. iWad Nation, big up yourself. Um, all our Instagram students, we call you the students. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. J Kingdom, we see you pop up and off. Maybe you're busy. K Diamond, we see you. Rosalie McGraw, Sexy Stacy, Notary, Miss Nick, all those who have been constantly. Call some name. Who you want to call some name?
Bossy lady, because she was.
Oh, Bossy Lady.
Mm.
Boss Lady Karen. All of you, we love you all. We appreciate you, and all the best. And we thank you for joining. Remember, tomorrow at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., we have the top 10 countdown in all genres. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me with the countdown. Top 10 countdown trending on all platforms internationally. OBC Radio.
Hmm?
And my co-host is gonna give the closing remarks.
Thank you for listening to OEC Radio, Second Chances for the Forgotten Voices.